What if the next person you follow is you? Sounds a bit crazy, but think about that for a minute. Because we've become incredibly good at following, haven't we? Following experts, following influencers, following trends, following that proven system, that strategy, following people who seem to have life all figured out. And while there's nothing wrong with learning from others, I think something subtle has happened. We've confused learning with outsourcing our own authority. Welcome to No Fluff Spirituality. I'm Bascha, my business life and spirit for the new era, grounded, clear, real. Today I'd love to explore why I believe we're entering the end of the guru. Not because teachers or masters no longer matter, but because your own inner knowing matters more, doesn't it? We were never meant to stay students forever. I've learned from some extraordinary people throughout my life. And yes, some of them you could call them gurus, masters. Whether that was in India, or whether that was in Mexico, many of them changed me. I learned a lot. I opened my eyes. I met like-minded others. I expanded my thinking. And I'm deeply grateful for them all. But the best teachers never asked me to become more like them. They helped me become more myself. And when I'd filled my cup to overflowing, they said, go, put it to use, go and test, go and practice. And I think that's an important distinction. A healthy teacher eventually points you back to you, not to themselves. How about when the rules stop working? Maybe you've noticed this too. You know, you follow someone's 7-step formula, it works for a while, then suddenly it doesn't. So what do? We assume I must be doing something wrong, and then perhaps you purchase another training, might be the 12 steps to freedom this time. We buy another course, we might read another book, follow another expert, join another program, hoping this one finally has that missing piece. But perhaps the missing piece was never another system. Perhaps you've simply outgrown needing someone else's map. And we can't leave this out. I want to talk about what I call the void. I think this is one of the hardest sort of stages or phases to talk about because it feels so uncomfortable. You've stopped believing in the old way, but you haven't fully found your own yet. It's like you have 1 foot in that old way, 1 foot in that new map territory, but the actual connection pathway has not lit up yet. It may feel uncertain, messy, even lonely, can feel depressing. Sometimes this is like the void. And here's the thing, I don't think the void is necessarily a mistake or we've done something bad or we are going to have a complete meltdown. If we can look at it, I believe it's more like an initiation. Because it's in that space where we slowly stop outsourcing authority, where we begin rebuilding trust in ourselves. It is uncomfortable, yes, and sometimes we go through the uncomfortable. We need to go through the uncomfortable to come out and through it to something anew or morphed. But it's also incredibly sacred. In my experience, I've been in the void several times. Some people can call it the dark night of the soul. I'm not today wanting to discuss whether those two are the same or similar or different. It's more about, are we able to embrace it as the realm of all possibilities? Now let's unpack the concept of rules or signals, Because this is one of the biggest shifts I've noticed, and this is what it is. The old way used to ask, what are the rules? The new way asks, what are the quiet signals? Here's a simple example. One rule might say you need to post on social media every day to be successful. You need to post at a certain time. If you don't keep up, no one's going to find you. You won't be able to sell your offers, and that's not the road to success. Your quiet signal, though, may say to you, I actually have nothing meaningful to say today. I don't feel it. So which one do you honor? Do you honor that algorithm or a strategy? Or do you honor your own integrity and earmark another time to look at, for example, doing the postings? Here's another example. Someone offers you an incredible opportunity and everything looks perfect on paper. Your logical mind says, you'd be crazy to say no. This is it. This is it. This is the way to riches, for example. But something inside feels contracted, heavy, unsettled. Can you trust that? Not because it's fear, but because you've learnt the language and somatic experiencing of your own inner compass. So one of the reasons human design has become such an important part in my own journey is that it gave me language for something I sensed for years, that we're not all designed to make decisions in the same way. And from the somatic part, the body, the experiencing, do we actually know where in our body is our true hell yes, and where in our body is our no? And when you begin understanding your natural authority and your strategy, you spend less time trying to become someone else, more time becoming yourself, like unraveling the mystery. To me, that's freedom. If today's conversation has you wondering, how does my own inner authority actually feel like? I've decided to include a link in the show notes as a gift to you to my free Human Design Foundation report. Unique for you. You just enter your details and there it is. It's not another guru and it's not another rule book. It's like a living, breathing template of who you be. And it's simply a beautiful place to begin understanding how you're uniquely designed to navigate life. So in closing, maybe the future isn't asking us to find better leaders. Maybe it's asking us to become better listeners and self-bold leadership. Listening to ourselves, to our quieter knowing, to that inner compass we've been talking about, so we can feel our true north within us. Because the best teachers, they don't create followers, actually. They create people who no longer need to follow them. This is no fluff spirituality, business, life and spirit for the new era. Grounded, clear, real. I'm Bascha. Until next time, trust your own inner quiet signals.